Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Cozy Chat, a slow English podcast where you can learn English in a fun and natural way. I am Maria, and welcome to my kitchen. Today, I want to do a different episode talking about how to make my favorite cozy drink. Now, I have been making this drink maybe for like the past few months now. I think I started, about 3 months ago. I started making this drink. And every morning when I wake up, it's one of the first things that I think about. Even the night before, sometimes before I go to bed, I'll be thinking about drinking this drink in the morning. So I am very excited to share it with you all. Now, I have to get all of my ingredients. So here we go to my spice cabinet. I have to get one more. The first thing that I do, I have to find a good spot for you guys, I forgot. I have to get the milk. So this drink is milk-based, and I like drinking soy milk. That is my favorite kind of milk. I like drinking that. So I usually drink this with soy milk. Oh, and I guess I could tell you exactly what this drink is called. It is actually called golden milk, but I make it my own way. So I would call this more like a turmeric cinnamon latte because I also add espresso. And that, for me, is what makes it the perfect morning drink. Now, I'm actually taking a nice clear glass today. This is actually my husband's tea glass, and I'm going to use it because it makes my drink look beautiful. So first, I start out with my soy milk. My soy milk is a little bit sweet. Sometimes I have a soy milk that is less sweet, sometimes more sweet, but what I think makes this drink takes the best is when the soy milk is a little bit sweet. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Someone rang my doorbell. So if you don't have a sweetened soy milk, you could always add a little bit of honey to this, or something like a little bit of sugar, something just to make it a little bit sweet if you like that. So I will start with this. I use this much soy milk, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up. You could heat this up on the stove in a small pot, and I do that sometimes, but usually when I am short on time, I just put it in the microwave because it's very easy and it's very quick. So that is what I'm going to do now. let's go over there. I don't have hands with the camera and the milk, so I'll just go put it in there and leave you guys here. 1 second. Ta-da! It's nice and warm. So let's see how I put you guys. I have to figure out how you all can see my cup. I'm new at this blog style video. Okay, so let's see. Here. I made a little table for my drink. Okay, so the milk is nice and warm. Now we're going to start putting in our spices. The first and most important spice that we will put is turmeric, or here in Spain, it's called curcuma. Now, turmeric has lots of health benefits. It is anti-inflammatory, which means it lowers inflammation in the body. And this is really important and healthy. It can help prevent you from getting diseases, and it just helps you to stay healthy. It's also very good for your joints. For example, joints like, say, for example, elbow, wrists, those kinds of things. And it's like this beautiful yellow color. I'm so obsessed with the color. And it also is good for brain health. So I've read in some places that it can help you to not get Alzheimer's, for example. So I have been wanting to eat turmeric every day somehow, because that is what they recommend, eating a small amount of turmeric every day. But it's kind of hard to find a way to eat it. So anyway, with this drink, it gives me a way to get this every morning. Every morning, I am eating or drinking this. I think it's considered a superfood. You know, a superfood is like a super healthy food. Anyway, that's what turmeric is. And I use about 1/4 of a teaspoon. See? I don't know if you can really tell, but I put a good amount in there. So here we go. Now for ginger. I actually need more ginger, or here in Spain, it's called jengibre. And I don't know why I have this in a little bag, but that's how I have it right now. And ginger is also very healthy. It is also anti-inflammatory, and it adds a nice flavor to this drink. Sometimes I use fresh ginger, which I love. I love to use fresh ginger in here. I actually keep some fresh ginger frozen. I'm going to go get some. Hold on. So, this is fresh ginger that I have frozen. I keep this in my freezer. And I do that because it makes it very easy to grate. To grate is this. Okay, I'm going to use fresh ginger today just to show everybody. We're going to grate this. This is a grater. Yes? Okay, so I'm just going to grate some in here. Okay, see how it's kind of, it was falling into the drink, and also it comes off on the grater. So I just take a spoon and put it on here. Honestly, most days I just use the dried, this is the dried ginger, and let me actually show you what it looks like. Oh, there's a spoon in there. There's the dried ginger and the fresh ginger are actually, there it is. You may all know what this looks like, but there are actually, I thought that fresh ginger, this is the fresh ginger, I thought that the fresh ginger was healthier than dried ginger, but actually the dried ginger is more concentrated. So in a very small amount, there is a lot of nutrients. So they're both really healthy. So you can use one or the other. The fresh ginger, I do think tastes a little bit better, but in the mornings, I'm like lazy. So I go for the dried ginger a lot. Okay, I'm going to put this back in my freezer. Actually, I thought I would show the difference in the fresh ginger and the dried ginger. So what I do is I peel this, I take the skin off, and then this is it with the skin off, and it's been frozen. And it just makes it very easy to grate what I just did. So skin on, skin off, and frozen. Okay, now I'm going to put this back. So now we had our turmeric and our ginger in there. And we have 2 more ingredients. The next one is cinnamon, or canela in Spanish. I'm going to teach you all Spanish as well. But yes, cinnamon is that little cinnamon sticks. I'm running out of cinnamon. I'm running out. That means I'm almost out. I need to buy more. That's what running out means. I'm running out of cinnamon, and that is not good, because if I run out of cinnamon, I can't make my drink. So I put a good amount of cinnamon in here. I put like this much. And I don't measure. I just put however much I want. Maybe that's a little, okay, that was a little much. I put like that much. I just put, oh, I know, a funny word for this is when you don't measure exactly, you just say, oh, I just eyeball it. I just eyeball it. So I just eyeball it. That means I don't measure. I just put the ingredients in there. So I just eyeball it on this recipe. So you can make it however you want to. More turmeric, more cinnamon. And now for a very important part that you should not forget, okay? It is black pepper. You just need to add a little bit of black pepper, just a little bit. Yeah? I don't add too much because the flavor is not good when it's too much. I just add a little bit because the turmeric, the super, super healthy superfood, is it is better absorbed by your body, which means your body takes it in better when black pepper is with it. So I think like the turmeric is absorbed 2000% better when used with black pepper. So if you're going to use turmeric, you should always use black pepper too, because that really helps the absorption. Okay, so now that we have our drink ready, I'm actually going to show you guys. Let's see here what I can do. I'm actually going to show you. Can you see? In there, so you can see how much turmeric is in there, how much cinnamon. I think I put more cinnamon than I usually put, but that's okay. And now it's time to froth this. I'm going to show you all one of my favorite kitchen gadgets, and that is this. Whoops! Where I already used it once. Whoops. I used it once this morning, and it's a little bit wet. Sorry. So it just kind of splattered everywhere. So, and it's wet from me washing it. Anyways, this is a frother. Froth is the foamy part of milk. When you order a coffee at a coffee shop and it has the nice bubbles on the top, that is froth. So this is a frother, a hand frother. You call it a hand frother because it's something that you use with your hand. And all I'm going to do is I put it in here, and this does two things. It mixes up all of the spices really well, and it froths it, so it makes a really nice froth at the top. Now, you're about to see. So, all right, now time to show you. Let me rinse this. Oh, it looks beautiful. So I'll show you what it looks like here. So there's the froth at the top. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so the truth is, you could drink this just like this. This is delicious. Actually, no, I'm not going to drink it now because that's not how I drink it. I'm not done with my drink. You could drink it like this. And many times I do like if I want to drink a cozy drink in the afternoon. For example, at 4 p.m., I cannot drink coffee anymore because when I drink coffee late in the day, I can't sleep. So sometimes late in the day, if I want a cozy drink, I just make this. Just make a golden milk. That's what this is. This is just a golden milk, and it's just delicious. So now for the coffee. I'm going to bring you guys over to my coffee station. Put you down. And we're going to make some coffee. Now I have an espresso maker. All right, so I'm just making my espresso. You know, in the US, they are more about these drip coffee makers where people typically drink Americano. I'm used to being in Spain, so I'm used to saying it like Americano, which is basically espresso with water, with hot water. But Here in Europe, they're really more about the espresso, and that is what I have started liking. I usually drink it just with milk, but recently I've started making my fancy turmeric cinnamon latte, which is what we are making now. So I just take some coffee, put it in my little espresso thing, and bring it over here. Now it's time to... Oh, we have a problem. We have a problem. We have a problem. To be honest, I've never made this in my husband's special cup, so it doesn't fit in my coffee machine. Whoops! I'm gonna get another cup. I'll bring you over here. I have these super cute little espresso glasses. All right, here we go. So... Now, I don't know what it is, you guys, about the sound of a coffee machine. Like, what is it about the sound of the coffee machine making coffee that just sounds so beautiful? I love coffee. I love coffee. And guys, I would love to hear if you love coffee. And I love to talk about coffee. And I'm excited about this. One thing that's interesting is one thing that my sister-in-law told me is, in Italy, which is a very, very, where coffee is very important, it's all about the foam. Like, are you able to create this foam on the top of the espresso? And if it does not have that foam, then it's just not even worth drinking there. So I always think that's really funny. Now, we are going to do the final thing of adding this in here. So, actually, sometimes what I do before adding the espresso is I'd froth it one more time. Just because I feel like it gives it like a little fresh froth. I wish I could get a shot of the froth going of how this is spinning. Anyways, so now that our froth is nice and fresh, we're just going to pour the espresso in there. Boop. Yum. And that is it, my friends. Oh, wait, that is not it. I actually forgot a very important part. Something that just makes this kind of fun is just sprinkling a little bit of cinnamon on the top. Gotta do that. So that just gives it that coffee house feel. And I want to show what it looks like from above. So there's our drink. I could probably get oh, we got some sun. I don't know if you can actually see, but you guys, this is really cozy. If that is not a cozy drink, I don't know what is. And I do stir it around a little bit, yeah? So that way you mix it all together. I'm going to, I'll just take a bigger spoon. So, yeah. And that's it. Oh man, it's extra good today. Some days are better than the others because sometimes I get the spices like just right, and sometimes there's like a little bit too much of one thing. This is really delicious, you guys, and I feel like this just gets my day started and it helps me to just feel really healthy from the beginning of the day. Because I'm like, I drank my turmeric and my ginger, and I can do anything if I drink this drink. So I hope you guys liked this episode. Please let me know if you did, if you would like more of these style videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, please let me know if you have a cozy drink that you like. I thought it would be fun, like if anyone has like recipes, or say for now, like drink-ish recipes, to share, and I could also make them on the show. And maybe we have different kinds of, say, cozy drinks that people drink around the world, because there are people from all over who watch my channel. And I thought it would be fun, like if different people can say, hey, in my country, this drink is popular. And in my country, this is how we do this drink. And then maybe I could do like an episode with different drink recipes. I thought that would be fun, like trying them from different parts of the world. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next episode. Cheers!